Good day, folks. Hey, I was just doing a little bit of reading here um, about the Constitution of the United States. Pretty interesting, eh? Mine just happened to open up on the in the center of it, and it starts right out on the First Amendment. How convenient is that? You know, as much as I fight for our Second Amendment rights, our First Amendment is actually really important as well. If you read it, I'm not going to bother to read it. It's only a few lines, but the main part of this is our right to redress our government. Without that right, I don't think we could have any of the following amendments in place because we wouldn't have the right for those. And so the Second Amendment is highly important, but a lot of people forget about the first. And I have a lot of Second Amendment um, activist friends, and a lot of them film what they do, and a lot of them don't realize they're exercising their First and Second Amendment rights at the same time. And I think that's important to remember the first. I argue this all the time. No, well, not all the time, but I will bring it up about our first. I think there's a reason they're in order. And I think those young lads back in the day were wise, and they knew the importance of being able to redress our government. And because without being able to redress them, we would be like, I guess, North Korea, pretty much. If you say something, they're just gonna chop your head off or whatever the fuck. But anyways, I thought I'd just check in to see how everybody's doing um, on this coronavirus pandemic or whatever you want to call it. I'm doing fine. I've been inside my house now for 29 days. As many of you might know, I have a really compromised immune system, so it's no biggie. I usually stay inside anyways, but no problems here. Um, kind of sad. We are making money from this in my family, my household. My girl's still working, making overtime, making hazardous duty pay, and so the paychecks have really bumped up for her, But I guess it is what it is. Um, I'm retired myself, and I just stay inside. Like I said, I've been inside 29 days now. I did run out to the beach like 5, 6 days ago. It was a 15-minute drive. Never got out of the car just to go down and see what was up. But no problems here. Uh, no cabin fever. I'm kind of a solitude type of a person, anyways. And so I really don't need the human contact. It doesn't bother me not to have it. And actually, to tell the truth, I prefer not to have very much human contact. I really don't like humans. But all's good here. We have plenty of food. We have everything we need. No worries and no issues and no concerns. And we're staying safe. And I hope everybody else is too. This stuff could get a little crazy. I'm not sure yet. I'm a skeptical type of person, and I kind of wait to see what happens. But so far, my county, we don't have no positive in it. I hope we keep it that way. The county and the cities within the county have all set emergency ordinances, whatever you want to call them, and so, and we're shut down. We are a tourist county. We rely on tourism, and it is a retirement county as well. And so our main populace is pretty much in the endangered age group for the virus. And so it's kind of fucky, but no one's gonna die without getting the virus. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of sucky. Our grocery stores shelves are low. Um, it's hard to find a can of spam. But one thing about where I live is we call it surf and turf. 100 feet to one side of me is the ocean, and 100 feet to the other side of me is the mountains. And so there you go. We do have food, um, but we still have food in the grocery stores. It's just low. They've put a stop to the hoarding, and so shit's on limits now, which is good. Um, Everybody deserves to have a little bit of everything, and we got to stop the hoarding. No problem there. We're not hoarding. Um, do we have plenty of food? Yes, we do. We actually got two refrigerators and a spare little freezer, and they're stuffed full. We're set. But no, we didn't hoard. We just buy as normal and bought a little bit more than normal. You know, a couple extra chickens, but we followed the guidelines. What you can get per day per person, and so it is what it is. And we're all right. We got toilet paper, but we got socks too. But I hope everybody's doing good. Um, I'm not gonna go out and about. I'm not gonna do any 2A carries, open carries. I'm just not going to. I can't afford to take that risk myself. But I will soon. I've had to cancel a couple of events, but had a meeting. We're using webinar instead of having a face-to-face meeting. We did that Saturday with my 3% group. Worked out great. We're working here in the county to help our food banks and however we can, and other places as well. The homeless is the main thing, and trying to make sure that the homeless are taken care of. I talked. Actually, I didn't talk, but the mayor comes online every night right now and does a live update. And early in the day he makes a post, and we can ask our questions, and then he addresses them in his live feed. And one of my concerns was, how are we going to protect the homeless so that we can help them protect us? Because we everybody needs protected, and we're all a community, whether you're homeless or not. It doesn't matter. You're still part of the community. You live here, and so I guess they are bringing in some hand sanitizing stations, wash stations, not just a squirt bottle thingy, but actual wash stations. I know what he's talking about. Some of you might have seen him before. We've rented them for like family get together barbecues, and so they're supposed to be getting 6 of them here in my town. Um, so I'm hoping to see those soon. That's a start. And I also like to see them like set them up in a park. Some of the other cities in Coos County has set them up in a park. And they space their tents out, and that way they can be safe and they can continue to live and whatnot, and not have to worry about spreading the coronavirus, and they won't give it back to us. So everybody be happy. And so I'm hoping to see that. I'm gonna press the mayor. I think I'm gonna press him every day. Actually, I'm gonna put my presser on, and to make sure these homeless people are gonna be taken care of, because we really need that. We have to stop the spread. We have to, whatever they say, kill the curve or whatever, flatten the curve, I guess is the saying, you know. And I think it's to that point now. I've really been key, low key and laid back and just kind of waiting and watching. And I think it's time. I think we need to be proactive and not reactive. And for us here in Curry County, we don't have any positive, and so we really need proactive. And that's what we're doing. Like I said, we're putting signs up saying the county's closed for tourism. Our hotels, our Airbnbs are closed, and to keep people away and keep them from leeching all of our resources away. And so I think everybody's seeing this all around the states, and that's what we got to do. We have to just take care of our own community, as harsh as that may sound. But sometimes you just got to tell people to go fuck themselves. We don't want you here, not right now. Come back when you're not going to spread, a virus that's killing people. And that's where we're at here in my county. Like I said, I'm just staying home. I'm prepared for another 30 days. No problem. Got plenty of food. Got my beer, and we have no problem. And so you guys be safe out there, really. I just wanted to update. I just try to go live with my OSB software. I still can't make that work without just mass buffering, even though I'm hardwired in. So, if somebody could give me a hand with that, I'd be much appreciated so I can at least do these things live and not have to record them, then upload them. But for some reason, the OSB, it does go live for me, but it just has this mad buffering. I can't get nowhere on it. And so any help be appreciated. Anyways, you guys stay safe, hunker down, stay away from people, really. And that's all I got. Peace out, brothers and sisters.